Heyo everybody, it is Voltage here, and we are back with another Pokemon Fire Red Rocket Edition video. And we finished where we're picking up from last time. We finished up Pokemon Tower here in Lavender Town, and we're heading off to our next mission, whatever that's going to be, and report to the boss, hoping we get a raise. So let's see what today has in store for us. And it looks like we're immediately in a scene with Professor Oak. Oh, I didn't even, it was just like, I was staring at the screen. I didn't even trigger to me for a second. Professor Oak, we're finally meeting him. Supposedly our main villain, I guess alongside Red, the two of them together. Excuse me, young man, but were you just leaving the Pokemon Tower? If you don't mind my asking, did you happen to come across one Mr. Fuji in there? An elderly gentleman, short, quiet, kind looking. He's an old friend of mine, you see, and I should really like to... Oh, that uniform of yours. I see how it is. Well, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Never mind my inquiry. Good day. Oh, Professor Oak. We finally met him. Now remember, he's banned from battling, so we're relatively safe right now. However, he's also got Red on a leash, so that's scary. Our team is wiped from last time, isn't it? Yep, so let's heal, and of course we gotta switch up the team for our next mission. Unfortunately, I think I know who has to go, as much as I'm going to be sad to do that. I think I know who has to get the boot. For at least this video. Because I want us to use a new Mon, and obviously the last big one we caught last time, if you saw the last one, where we had our big boss battle with Mr. Fuji, is Ditto down here. Playface. Though unfortunately, taking their place is gonna have to be... or the one getting their place taken is going to have to be RXP, Growlithe, named after my viewer. I'm so sorry, RXP, but don't worry, Growlithe will be back. They're a mainstay, thanks to you. So you'll see them again very soon. And now, let's head back to base and see what our new boss thing is doing. Also, it seems like whatever glitch was going on last time with the sound, I was able to fix, or it just stopped. So, that's a good thing. Let's head on back. The other reason I'm keeping Farfetch is because I need Fly. Otherwise, Farfetch would have gone, RXP would have stayed. But hey. The music stopped again. Scene? Oh, Red. Oh, that's not good. He's at this part of the game. Which means our whole base just got dropped, I bet. Or at least some people. Oh, man. That can't be good. What is Red doing here? The murderer himself. I tried to guard the poster. I swear I did. Let's see. Ronnie? Dude, I don't even know how to tell you what just went down here. He knocked us out. All of us. Yeah, dude. Even Boss. Hell, even me. That little red kid from Mount Moon. Like, I totally want to tell you it was a close match, but... no, not even close. That kid is superhuman, man. Jesus Christ, I've been so thoroughly slaughtered in a Pokemon battle in my life? Oh man. Looks like everyone's rattled up. Charizard, oh my King Red, but oh, that Charizard destroyed them. Okay. I'm not really reading all their dialogue out loud because I'm just seeing like their funny things, but oh man. He's whispering he's the only one who got beat up, or hoping he's not the only one who got beat up is what he said. Admin, Petrol. Oh, what can I say, Voltage? He beat me. He beat all of us. You want to see Boss? Be warned, he's in a bit of a frenzy right now. That's not good. That kid was just like... so the kid just like broke his way into our hideout and beat all of us flat out? Huh, I guess I was right to hide out by the Pokemon Center that one time at Mount Moon. Alright, so resuming here. Apparently the kid could hold the key to use the elevator. Then he went down there and wiped the floor with Boss. Don't look at me. I didn't give it to him. Promise. He's probably capping. Someone gave it to him. Or he went and found it. I forgot how it goes in the original. Call me a fraud. Boss Man, it's your favorite. Voltage. Looks like Red skipped you. We failed Boss. Failed Boss. We couldn't keep the kid away from him. He was just too strong. Maybe we're not fit to guard boss after all. Alright, let's go talk to him. Alrighty. Boss man. Ariana, it's positively the worst humiliation we have ever been through. If Lance and the Elite Four had stormed in here and busted us out, I would have been furious. If some petty, small-time gang decided to marshal all its resources for a successful strike against us, I would have taken it as a slight upon my honor. But this, Ariana! What the devil could have prepared me for this? A child! I mean, what in Arceus' name am I to make of this? The most prestigious, notorious organization in all of Kanto, brought to its knees at the hands of some pre-adolescent twerp! I am disgusted, revolted, ashamed at our incompetence. I've been naive, underestimated the kid, and look at him now. 4 badges and fully evolved Pokemon in his arsenal. Who knows? Before we know it, he'll have earned the right to challenge Viridian Gym, and will demand that its leader show up and accept his challenge. No, let's not get ahead of ourselves. But if it happens, we will have to be ready, Ariana. You know I'm always prepared for every eventuality. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I started talking. You know I'm always prepared for every eventuality, Giovanni. There are those of us who you can count on to stand by your side until the end and beyond, if need be. Which, apropos, it would seem as if your favorite little grunt has graced us with his presence. Voltage! So you've returned. I'll be frank and tell you that Fuji's antics are the least of my concerns at the moment, but let's hear whatever you have to report anyway. Quickly, you hear. What's that? There's more. Oh? Oh, could it be? Well, fine. You've piqued my interest. Take it from the start, if you would. And so Voltage told them everything. A Palatown native, then? And licensed for Pokemon training by the chief trader himself. Well, that explains how the kid got a hold of that freak of a Charizard, at least. So Oak is looking for Fuji, is he? God, what is he planning? Does he know about us? This could be bad. This could be very bad indeed. I think, Voltage, I think it's about time you learned the truth. Things that happened in secret in that final year of the war. I never thought to tell it all to a mere grunt, but I believe you've proven yourself worthy of hearing it. And if you're going to work with me to set things straight, it's best you had it clean from me. I'm going to tell you everything. 11 years ago. Ooh, with the war starting now. Something interesting, right? Now that I'm thinking about this, he just said 11 years ago was the war. And I believe we've heard this somewhere else before, too. Red is about 10, 11 years old. He was born, like, right when the war ended or right after the war. Because the end of the war was 11 years ago. This is the last year of the war. So Red is 10. 10 years ago, the war finished. Is there a weird connection to that? Now, of course, Blue is also 10. So it could just be a coincidence. But I don't know. Something seems strange there. Take a sip of water and do the more Giovanni voice. Now let's check out the cutscene. It was 11 years ago. Kanto's war effort was going badly. It was clear that we could not win by force alone. But we had something that Lance and his boys did not. Something we knew was the key to victory. The minds of the brightest scientists in the nation. Ever since the start of the war, Oak had been leading a number of secret initiatives to capture and harness the power of one Pokemon. one so rare that most laymen thought it was just a legend. I have a feeling where this is going. But legends don't win wars. Oak knew better. Once word got back that Dr. Fuji had at last got hold of Mew, we knew there was no chance the public could know. It was to be the region's best kept secret, and our only chance of winning. But Mew could not be brandished like artillery on the battlefield the way Lance did his Johto dogs, and nor did Oak expect it could. But by far the strongest Pokemon in existence, but contained in the body of the most benevolent and soft-hearted creature you could ever see. We couldn't make the thing knock out a Magikarp for sport, let alone ravage a crowd of enemy monsters in the field. So Oak decided on another solution. To harness Mew's power, they would create from it a genetic clone, conditioned from birth to be devoid of empathy and to possess an innate urge for battle. They called it the MEWTWO Project. At the time, I was the richest man in Kanto and a devout member of Oak's Elite Four. I wanted to do everything I could for Kanto, so I funded the project. An impressive team was assembled. Blaine, Fuji, Bill, and Professor Shigeki, Kanto's authority on genetic engineering. Each member was a genius in his own right and wasn't afraid to work day and night for months for a chance to save Kanto. But the project proved much more difficult than expected. Most test cases came out as formless, half-dead pieces of flesh that did not resemble Mew in any way. Like the Ditto we took from Fuji. It's a failed experiment. One of these early failures was particularly nasty. Though equally as erratic and disgustingly shapeless as the others, this newborn monster had inherited Mew's strength. It broke free from its test tube and escaped the lab, killing several of the earlier specimens in its wake. This little incident became known as the catastrophe, and it scarred the scientists as well as it did me. I began to lose faith in my investment, and I think Oak was starting to feel the same way. Luckily, however, Dr. Fuji soon gave new hope to the project. Fuji suggested a way to contain Mew's power within a solid, sentient body. By creating a clone that would combine Mew's DNA with that of a human. Initial tests proved promising, and the scientists agreed to each contribute a sample of their own DNA to be used for the Mew clone. Oak was the only one who refused to provide a DNA sample. His skepticism for the project had by now risen to a peak. Ironically, however, Fuji's theory proved correct. Sooner than anyone could anticipate, the team had produced their definite MEWTWO. A human-like, immensely powerful psychic Pokémon, possessing the requisite cold, bloodthirsty mind and sapient intelligence. Before anyone could prepare it for the field, however, the MEWTWO Project reached its natural conclusion. Devoid of empathy, but disturbingly intelligent, the newborn clone could find no reason to fight for Kanto's cause. Why the war did not appeal to MEWTWO, we couldn't quite say, but it refused to be used as a military weapon. Oh, we know what happens next. And when we insisted, it rebelled. Oh, MEWTWO the goat. Oh, Bill. Poor Dragonite, look at it laid out like that. With psychic powers we had no means to control, MEWTWO ruined the lab and escaped the scientist who had given it life. Driven, we believe, by a desire to find worthy Pokemon opponents, it sought refuge in the depths of a notoriously dangerous cave outside Celadon City. As far as I know, that's where it still hides to this day. No capture expedition since, not by the government, by us, or any other party for that matter, has been successful. Soon after MEWTWO's escape, it was all over. Oak announced Kanto's surrender to Lance and Johto, ending the war. We had done our best to destroy all evidence of the project, but there was no hiding the team's involvement in some kind of military research. Fuji was the first to throw in the towel. The old coward openly pledged his allegiance to Lance, accepting any terms they gave him. Blaine and Bill were more reluctant. But they eventually followed suit. Now, as to this Shigeki. Nobody knows. I don't even know who he is. The old guy has been missing ever since the end of the war. And me? Well, Lance stripped me of my Elite Four position right quick. And Oak, that bastard traitor, left me to fend for myself. As if I hadn't invested my heart and soul, let alone my personal fortune, to defend a home now taken over by foreign aggressors. I knew it wasn't right. I knew that I, that Kanto at large, had been cheated of a battle we could have won. And I vowed then that if Lance could not be taken down through legitimate means, then I would cripple him from inside. I never looked back. So, now you see, Voltage, why recent developments have me very concerned indeed. Ariana, darling, I need you to leave for Viridian. We have no time to waste. With this red twerp running around, we can't leave the gym unmanned. You will guard it in my absence. If that's what you want, Giovanni. But he won't like it. Our boy. Nonsense. My son will come with you to Viridian if need be. We will do him good. Very well, Giovanni. I'll be on my way. Listen, Voltage. Oak must despise everyone who worked on the MEWTWO project. If all of a sudden he has business with Fuji after all these years, it can't be good news. I can't imagine he still believes he can find some way to get at MEWTWO after all these years. But supposing he did, we have to know. That's why, Voltage, I want you to go to Pallet Town yourself. Confront Oak in his lab and get to the bottom of what he's up to. If that means resorting to force, then so be it. The old guy's banned from Pokemon Battle, so he's not likely to put up much of a fight anyway. I expect a fight, either him or Red. And while you're there, do see if you can gather any more information about this Red kid or his family from the locals. Any key information, any weaknesses of his that we can exploit would be of great help. All clear, Voltage? Very good. Just one more thing before you go. Oh, please? Yes, that's what I was waiting for. Look at our new look. Voltage was promoted to Rocket Admin. I'll say it was about time. You've earned my trust, Voltage. With this rise in rank, I think you'll have no trouble stealing Pokemon from teenagers or women trainers. Alright, so we get teenagers and women added. Nice. You'll also be obliged to carry one of these. The Rocket Pager. This device will beep whenever I want one or all of my admins to report back to HQ. Whenever it goes off, I expect you to be making your way here as soon as you possibly can. That is all. You've shown a lot of promise, Voltage. That's why I've chosen to invest in you like this. Do not let it go to waste. Is that understood? Now off with you, admin. No time to waste. Oh, would you look at that? We got our new look and our promotion. Admin Voltage. I mean, talk about the crazy stuff. We got MEWTWO finally in the story. I've been waiting for MEWTWO. I mean, of course, MEWTWO had to come in at some point, right? The Kanto story with the war and all of this stuff going on. Of course, that'd be MEWTWO. Red wiped out our whole group, including the boss. Absolutely stormed the base, as you could have expected from the story, but seeing it in action is still crazy from this side of things. Finally meet Professor Oak. Now our mission's to go to Pallet Town, investigate Oak, investigate Red, which are going to be super interesting. Man, am I excited for what's to come next. We've got some crazy stuff on the horizon. But that is where I'm going to go ahead and bring things to an end for today. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Comment your thoughts down below. I know we didn't have a boss fight or anything like that, but we had an insane lore drop, crazy story stuff, and there's a lot to look forward to for next time, and I, personally, am very excited for next time. So leave a comment down below. What parts of the backstory did you like? Are you excited for MEWTWO? Are you excited for us to battle Red? What are you looking forward to the most? What Pokemon do you want to see me use? All of that stuff. Let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe if you want to see more and hit that bell icon so you know when a new video goes live. We're aiming for 30 subscribers, so if any of you would like to subscribe, I would really appreciate it. If you want to check out some of my other series, look in the description. We've got Baldur's Gate 3, super fun, just started. By the time you're seeing this video, I know a second one of Baldur's Gate should have already gone live, and if it hasn't, it's about to go live, so keep an eye on that. Final Fantasy 16, super fun. You guys love that series from what I've seen over time, so check it out. And the original Final Fantasy, if you want something more like our Pokemon vibes here, check out the original Final Fantasy. Super fun comparing the newest and oldest games of Final Fantasy, but the regular Final Fantasy series is a lot of fun. I actually just recorded this video, that video before this one, so very cool. That said, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Oh, and follow me on Twitter if you want to interact with me there. I talk about things I don't usually get in videos. You know when new videos go up. You can just interact with me in general if you want to, so follow me there. But thank you so much for watching. Whatever time you give me, however many videos you watch, I appreciate it so much. You guys are awesome, mean the world to me, and I hope you guys have a great day, morning, night, evening, whatever time it is when you're watching this. Go have some fun and enjoy yourselves. But that's all from me, so I'll catch you all next time. Voltage